Hello, welcome back to the Bikdip's Adventure 2 100% Speedrun tutorial. This time we're going to be doing level 8. Let me unpause here. First thing you want to do in this level, bomb that and get this key. Okay, so this level's annoying because it's full of wizards. The mirror shield does let you reflect stuff. It has to actually hit them, so you have to kind of use your judgment about when it's best to do that and when it's best to try to slash them. I believe these red ones, or yellow as they actually appear, can be killed in one hit with a magic sword, but... So, anyway, usually I end up just kind of trying to walk through them. You also need the hammer to break these crystals. Here, I recommend using a super bomb to try to kill them. If you can actually hit them. Okay. That was not a very good version of that. That's okay. That's the last heart piece in the game. You want to keep going down. This level is kind of a maze, but what I have is, I think, the best path through it. So, the magic boomerang can't stun these wizrobes, actually any wizrobes. So the only way to walk through them safely, if you want to do that, is to stab them, similar to Moldorm's. So you want to bomb this. And you gotta kill these guys too, so... There you go. This is another place where you gotta be really on top of the items that you collect. Sorry, you gotta be really on top of the items that you need. Down here, you just want to stun these unassuming skeleton fish. Walk through them, because otherwise they take a lot of hits. And then up here we're gonna... Actually, there's one more room. Gonna want to switch to supers. Okay, no, sorry, one more room. Break this just for space. I guess you don't have to. This guy's RNG can be annoying. He can float up there for a while. He'll usually eventually approach you though. And then, usual method. Okay. This is going to take us to the top, and we're going to head back down the same way we went the first time. This time going right at the first branch. Keep going along the bottom. And you want to take that first ladder there. Keep going down. When you reach here, you can bomb to the left. And this is another kill enemies room. For goodness sake. So once again, super bombs are a good means of dealing with those wizrobes. Make sure to refill your bombs. And your health. Okay. And there's another place you want to bomb there. Usually you can tell where you need to bomb because there'll be kind of a gap at the edge of the screen. Quickly switch back to bombs. I mean, hammer, sorry. And then you're going to want boomerang here, actually. I found the best way to kill these things is to try to get them close to you and stab. Arrows also work. Usually they're a little bit better behaved than this. Yeah, there's some of the most annoying to kill because you have such a small space to actually hit them in. Okay. The clock can be a blessing or a curse depending on where they spawn. Anyway, that's the magic book. That means that the one that we got earlier will turn into fire when it hits either an enemy or a wall. So then you want to keep heading down here. And here you want to hold right at the bottom of this ladder and you'll fall to the bottom. This is pretty simple. You just want to kill these. Thankfully there's less space for them to move in as well, so they should be closer to your sword. That was a mistake. I should have stunned it. And then you want to immediately continue when you get that key. Hold up to leave. And then we're going to take the other entrance. This is slightly faster than walking there inside the level, though not by that much, but it's simple enough, so... over there on the right leads to a room that we've been to. So... I'm gonna head all the way over here. Key on this ledge. And head down. This is a actually a dead end without using the bomb. Here you gotta kill these things again, so I'd recommend supers. Managed to get both of them in one shot there, that was good. Boomerang can kill these, so there you go. Speaking of the boomerang, we're about to get an upgrade to it shortly here. Be careful because taking damage will kick you out of item animations, and the hammer is an especially slow one that I have gotten knocked out of multiple times before. It can be annoying. Here we have some manhandlers. You're going to want to try to super bomb these if you can. These ones are being particularly annoying today. Okay, there we go. There's fire boomerang. This can actually damage his robes. Unfortunately, we're not going to have it for very long, so we don't have a lot of uses for it, but it's okay. So once you've gotten that, you can actually stun these things. I think so, at least. It might just be that it damages them. Either way. I'm going to use hookshot there, and then the item before hookshot, I always remember that, is the wand. You want to wait for one of these fish to... That was not quite far enough. You want to wait for one of these fish to be lined up nicely with that bubble there. So it's kind of RNG based. That should be good enough. Yep. And then come down here, and we have the Patras, or the like weird skeleton monsters. I'm not really sure what these are supposed to be called. Can't remember what the quiz calls them. I think they're just like flying skulls or something. Anyway, they're not too bad. Want to use a fire boomerang on these if you can. Get the heart. And then you want to wait out this cutscene. It'll take you somewhere useful. You want to head left 2 screens and then up. Oops. Try to avoid going into the space where that fairy pond will heal you. Here I'm holding down and left until I reach this, this central area, and then going left through this bush, up through this bush, holding left and down. And then this part you might want to get the lens out. Actually went the wrong way there. You want to ignore the top one, head into here. And you're heading for that tree. And once you head in here, immediately start holding down. Then head right, and then you're in the bonus level. That was the unlock for that. Excuse me. So now that you're Bikdip, the Pole's voices will have changed colors, so they're red, and they're actually distinguishable from the like-likes now. If you can, try to kill the like-likes to get rid of them, and then you can use arrows to get rid of the Pole's voices, because they die instantly from those. Here you're intended to use the boomerang. You can use anything you want, but fire boomerang is good. The trail of the fire boomerang can actually damage stuff, which is nice. Excuse me. There we go. The gimmick of the bonus level is that it cycles through every item in your inventory in order. So that was the boomerang room. Well, the first room where you just had to kill stuff was the sword room. That was the boomerang room. This is the bomb room, and you can kind of use that as a hint for what to do. You will need to shuffle between items at various points, but for the most part, you can kind of cycle through. So this is the bomb room. You bomb through this wall. Next is arrows. You want to go for this fourth one there. Up here is candle. I'm holding up and left, and then I can burn this, and then I go underneath it, hold up and right, and then you kind of want to do like a loop around the edge of the room there. If you use the lens, you can see where you're going, but that's... Oh no, you can't. Whatever, that's an easy enough path to remember. Next is the ocarina, and you want to go onto this fourth, or rightmost, symbol. Head up. This guy asks for cheese, which would be the next item, but we don't have it. So the next one is intended to be the potion room, because potion can get rid of bubble jinxes, but we don't actually have a potion. So instead we have to stun the bubbles with the fire boomerang, which works just as well. Make sure you don't get hit by them, especially not, and then screen transition, because you'll be stuck and you'll have to continue later where it's faster to progress. Also, that was really bad. You want to burn this. Next is hookshot. Unfortunately, these tektites here will get in your way, so you need to make sure that there isn't a tektite before you fire the hookshot. Okay. Okay, next is super bomb. You want to wait for these dongos to get out of the way. Okay, Lens of Truth room basically just reveals a different puzzle to you. The puzzle is to burn a tree here. No, I did that wrong. Sorry, these like-likes are in really bad positions. There it is. And you want to go back to the hammer. For some reason, these Dark Nuts always seem to spawn in this arrangement where they're kind of in a square on the leftish part of the map. Switch to fire boomerang so you don't get jinxed, because otherwise this room is going to be a pain in the ass. And try to avoid the red bubble in here too. Oops. So yeah, use fire boomerang to stun like-likes if you can, and then switch to arrows to kill Pulse Voices. Okay, and then you get the cheese. And I've tested, it is faster to walk back instead of continuing. And on the way back, oops, these Dark Nuts will always be in this arrangement. I don't know why that is. I've never seen them not do that. It's some kind of quirk of the RNG. You want to switch to hookshot to be ready for this room. And that's how you do that. Just try to remember the puzzle as best you can. If not, you can always look at it and figure it out from scratch. I want to have the fire boomerang equipped here so you don't get jinxed. Oop, there we go. Switch to cheese, you have plenty of time. Here you want to be on fire boomerang. Here you want to hold right as soon as you get on the raft, because you'll take a shorter path. That way. Here you want to try to go into the top of the room. These tektites can be really annoying. It went too bad there. Here you want to do the kind of standard, like, push 2 blocks forward, 1 to the side. This one right, up, right, right, go down. Like that. And then as soon as you see Wizrobes, go left. Yeah, and you actually do not complete the bonus level. This is supposed to be a secret area. It's the start of a larger secret. What's going on? Okay. This guy gives you a hint. As soon as he does that, do that, and then you want to F6 continue. Leave. go here, switch to Ocarina, and whistle to 8, I think 7, 8, and then back to Fire Boomerang. Yep. So basically, bonus level just ends with the code that gets you the enhanced part 2. We don't need that. I wonder, does it heal you here? No, okay, so you can go straight up here and then like this. Basically, the hint would have taken you to level 2, and then you do a thing in level 2, it takes you to level 7, you do a thing there, it takes you to level 8. It sends you all around on this wild goose chase that eventually gives you 999 rupees, and then that hint tells you to come here. So if you just fill it up, you should get enough on the way here, unless you forget, like a dipshit. And as soon as you do that, you can continue. Leave, and then whistle to 1. Go down. And you want to walk off screen into this water. And then be on the wand. Make sure these guys aren't in your way. Okay. And then head into the gauntlet. Gauntlet's not too bad. There's one major part where you can mess up. Here we have some Dark Nuts, nothing too bad. Fire Boomerang will stun them. So, you don't need to... Oh, only if done from the side, but that's okay. They're not too bad. Okay. Here, you want to... If you can... Ooh, that's great. It's really nice when you can get a clock in here. That happens fairly often. Yeah, oh, shit. I didn't realize there was another one. There's always more War Masters than you think. Anyway. You can time that better to not waste an arrow, and you can actually one-cycle Goma. It's easier here than it is in level 2, I think. Wait. What am I missing? Hang on. Something glitched? Okay, no. Lost War Master wasn't spawning for some reason. I've never seen that happen. Anyway. These, it's less reliable to find a setup where you can get them to reflect their shots. If you can do it, if a better setup is found, sorry. If a better setup is found, then I'll put a pin comment or something. I mean, if the route majorly changes, I'll probably make a new tutorial, but yeah. As far as I know, it's best to just kind of repeatedly boomerang those. Gleeok. Try to, oh yeah, don't try to approach from the side, that doesn't work as well. You want to actually just walk up through him, like this, and then face down, and just start slashing. Any knockback you get will just push you against those blocks. Unless it's from one of the heads from the side, but that's less likely to happen. So yeah, you can deal with them really easily that way. And here we have the end of the gauntlet. You don't split it yet, because the game has not technically told you about Part 2. Timing rules say that, because this is the end of Part 1, by the way. I mentioned at the beginning that you need to get to the end of the gauntlet. Here you need to pick up your 6 keys, and then as soon as Grandpappy starts talking, you can save. And that's the end of the gauntlet. So next time, we're going to be going over Part 2, which I will probably just do in one video. It is a big... It's definitely the largest level. There's a lot to it. But it wouldn't really make sense to split it up, so... This is going to be just... that'll be its own video. And yeah, so what you want to do is as soon as you hit save, you head up here and start Part 2. But that'll be for next time. So, thanks for watching. See you then.